This is our clip that's not been edited, and the first thing we're going to do is add the sound. So we drag it down to the bottom, and then we have to render it. Okay, after that we wanted to make sure that this certain sound started after our crime scene, just before the montage starts. So we look on our sequence to find out where the crime scene ends, and it ends round about here. So we move our track across to match where the point of our sequence hit. The next thing we do is, what we did is we made our lines visible so that we could fade in the soundtrack by adding these little dots, then dragging them down. So as you can see from our sequence, that our sound runs beyond the video. So to sort this out, if we go to the toolbar, click on this razor-like tool called the razor blade tool. Click on that, go to the point where we want to cut the sound toolbox, click on the cursor, come back down, click onto this, press the delete button. And now our sound is in place and set. Okay, so the next thing we learned was how to add effects to the credits, and also how to fade in and fade out. So if we go to the top left bar, you can see at the top that there's this clip, and it's titled Jazz Bowler, which is one of the actors. Get the clip and then drag it all the way down. It's now here. Because of that red line, it means that we have to render it. So we click on the clip and click Apple R, and we wait for it to render. Now the clip is rendered, all we do is double click on it, and it comes up on the screen here. If we click to the beginning and play it, we can see that it lasts about half the second, half of what the clip length is actually is. So we click on the clip, we can see in the top right corner where it is, and we can't see where it stops being played, just there. We need to cut it again. So we go back to our toolbar, click on the razor tool, go back to the clip, cut it, click on our cursor and delete. The next thing we want to do is add an effect to it. The next thing we want to do is move the clip so that it's it's not in the center position, it's in the corner. So what we do is we double click the clip, go back to this box here, and what we can actually do is decrease the size of the clip. And if you look at this bottom one here, look to the left, you can actually see it in the clip, and we can move it down so that now it's out of the way of sight and people can focus more on what's being played in the clip. We then come back to our clip, and we can see that it now needs rendering because we've added an effect to it. So again, we go Apple R to render. Next, we wanted to add an effect to our clip. So what we did is we got it and went Apple C, went next to the clip, and Apple V. Copy the clip. We then grab the copy and put it on top. We then got the copy and got the razor, and we went back to our toolbar, got the razor tool, back to the clip, and cut it in 3 places. Went back to our toolbar, clicked on the cursor. We then clicked onto the smaller clip, went to the double clicked on it, went to the top screen, and shifted it slightly to either the left, right, above, below. This time I start sliding slightly to the left and below. We go back to our clip, click on the next one, and do a similar thing to that clip. And finally do the same for the last one. Now that we've done this, highlight it all, and we have to render again. Now that it's finally rendered, we can take a look at what we've done. Click just before clip, and if we go to the top right corner and play the clip, we can see that now the text becomes it becomes very shaky to add a scarier feel to the text. We're back to the beginning of our clip, and what we want to do is, with the first clip, we want to add effect. So we double click it, and we go to this bar, and what you do is at the top, if you scroll across, there's video, stereo, filters. Click on filters. Then you want to go to the next one, across, click on effects. So now we're on effects. What we added to our clip was first we desaturated the clip. We desaturate the clip. If we go to desaturate, as you see now, the clip has that effect. If we go back to video, we can see the effect. From the video, we find that this is too strong. So we go to filters, desaturate, it's on 100%. We decrease this to about 10. Go back to video, play it. This is too weak. So again, we go back to our filters, push it up to about 41. Back to our video, and this is at the quality we want it. So now that we've got it to the right settings, we can now look at our scene on the right, and we can see the effect has been added. But the problem is we need to add the same effect to all the other clips, and that's what we did in time.